Hi racers, it's Tim Totten, the director of the Amazing Race for Charity, and we are so excited to be back for 2021. We had to skip 2020, but we know that this is going to be an even better year, and we're so excited to have more than 400 racers joining us and more than 200 volunteers. Now remember, the race is coming Saturday, June the 5th, and I want to go over a few of the things that you really need to know for our race day. Packet pickup is on the way, and so you need to make sure that you get yourself to this building. This is at 128 North Bay Street. This is at the Masonic Lodge. And on Wednesday, June the 2nd, from 5 until 8 p.m., we'll be doing packet pickup, and that's where you're going to get the important stuff you need for the race. So a bag that has your shirts in it, that has your race bibs, which are your numbers, so we can properly time you. There'll be some pins for you to hook it on, and there'll be some other great stuff from our sponsors and the charities that are participating. Now, on race day, you're going to need to come to the starting line location. That's at Farron Park, the big downtown park in Eustis. You come down to Farron Park, and you want to come, you'll see the start line once you get there. The best address, if you need it for that, is 50 Farron Park Drive. And for parking, you can use this big surface lot that's right here, or any of the other parking that's not marked for a business downtown, or that says it's for less than, 3 or 4 hour parking. So you really want to make sure that you go to a longer term parking spot. You'll just be walking right across the street. Now you're going to bring several things with you on race day. We would love for you to bring some peanut butter and jelly. Now, not already made, in the cans, in the jars already. We're doing a drive for Lake Cares Food Pantry. In 2019, we collected more than 600 boxes of cereal to give to the food pantry, and it was so successful, we thought we'd ask you, our racers, to please bring this time your favorite peanut butter and jelly. So either a can of creamy or crunchy peanut butter, or one of your favorite kind of jellies or jams. They recommend strawberry or grape are the most common, and we're going to be tracking how much of each of those we get. We'll have a big number at the end of the race to be able to say we collected this many pounds of peanut butter and jelly, and we'd love for you to bring it to the start line, and there'll be a place there for Lake Cares Food Pantry for you to drop that off. Now, you're going to want to make sure that you bring your race bag with you. We're going to give this to you at packet pickup, and you want to bring it with you because you're going to need to carry a few things during the race. Now, I will point out that you'll see in your emails that if you live farther away from Eustis and can't come before on the actual packet pickup day on Wednesday, you can come Saturday morning on race day. You need to get there a little bit early. You'll still go back to that same building, and that's where you're going to pick up your race packet and then head over to the start line. You can use one of the bathrooms in the park to change if you like. So you'll need to bring your race bag, and that's because we have quite a few things that we need to give you when you bring your race bag. And at the start line, we're going to be giving you some bottles of water. So we'll have a bottle of water for each person starting the race, and then of course there will be some water along the race that I'll tell you about as well. You also might get there a special gift from Bay Pharmacy. They'll be giving something out hopefully at the start line, which will be a lot of fun. You're also going to want to bring with you some sunscreen or anything else to sort of help during the very hot day. And you want to bring $5 each. I wonder if I can... You want to bring $5 each, and this is a special buyout challenge. It's called Olaf's T-Shirt Factory Part 2. Basically, we're going to be... If you remember the year that we did Frozen T-shirts, that's the challenge you can get out of doing again. And trust me, no one loved it the last time. So we thought it'd make it more of an incentive for you to buy out of it this time. So each racer needs to bring $5, so $10 for your team. That money's going to go directly to one of our charities, in addition to the money we're already giving them. And so most years we raise about $2,000 extra for those charities. We'd love for you to do that. Think of it as a direct donation to one of our charities, and it'll get you out of doing a 15 or 20 minute challenge that nobody's going to want to do. You also need to bring a face mask for yourself, and we're so also used to wearing those. We do have 2 challenges this year that are inside buildings, and we will be asking you to wear a face mask at those challenges. So please use your race bag, and for 18 of the challenges you won't need a mask. You'll be outside, you'll be properly distanced, it will be no issue. But for those 2 that you'll be inside, we're going to ask you to put that mask on so that we keep everyone safe and we follow proper protocols. Now, you'll also be receiving something at the starting line, which you're going to need your bag for. You're going to put inside the bag. You're going to get a couple of blindfolds, one for each person on your team, and those will be the blindfolds you use for several challenges along our race this year. And it's kind of fun. We all kind of 4 or 5 different of our our charities thought up blindfolded challenges at the same time. So we thought we'd put them all in this year and give you blindfolds in advance so you'd have them. So no one has to share blindfolds either. Now, along the race course, there are going to be plenty of water stations. In fact, we have 7 water stations on our course that is less than 5 miles long. And each of them will have both water in big jugs like this with individual cups, as well as Gatorade. So there'll be plenty of Gatorade and some snacks along the way so that you can refuel. It's a great thing to use your bag for. Also, if you want to bring any other things that you might want to recharge, it is going to be a very hot day. There are bathrooms along the race course. We understand people will sometimes need those. So there will be bathrooms along the race course, not at every stop, but along the way. Now, it's important we talk about what you should be wearing. And in fact, it's important to know you need to wear your race shirt. Now, if you're an inaugural racer, you will be getting a different color shirt. You have a choice, and so we want you to wear your different color shirt so that you look special for the race. There are about 30 of you. We want people to know that you've done this race all 7 years. If you are not an inaugural racer, you'll have a bright pink shirt so we can see you, and it is moisture wicking, so it's going to keep you from getting overheated, and especially because we are going to get you wet at like 4 of the challenge stations this year. It's going to be a hot day, and we're going to make sure that we kind of cool you off with what the challenges are. But what that does also mean is that you need to be careful not to wear your best shoes. In fact, I'm going to encourage you to pull out those tennis shoes that are still doing fine, like they work as tennis shoes, but they're not real pretty. Those are the ones you want to wear on Saturday because they may look like this at the end. You will get them wet. There will not be opportunities to take your shoes off everywhere. And I want to make sure you're able to wear shoes that you're not worried about if they're wet or soaking. Now, there will be shoe covers at least one challenge station. There will be shoe covers that you can use if you really need to cover your shoes, but those will be reused by teams because we don't have 200 or 400 pairs of them. So there will be some at the fire station during a very, very wet challenge, but you will have to return those back in at the end. So just prepare for that. Of course, you can find these on Amazon and elsewhere. So if you want to buy some of your own and carry them, you're welcome to do that too. Now, don't forget, we do encourage spectators. So there is a map out there. Please tell your friends, share the map with them. And it's already published, so you could share with them where the challenges will be. This year, at the end of the race, we're starting and finishing in Fairham Park. There will be a nice big finish line, and we'll be coming across that beautiful finish line, but there's not going to be a finish line festival this year. That's in deference to the situation in the world today. We want to make sure that we're keeping people as safe as possible, and we are going to reserve the gigantic finish line festival for our huge 2022 race that we are already in the midst of putting together for you. But we don't want you to miss out. We want you to enjoy downtown Eustis. So we've talked with our friends over at Wolf Branch Brewing, and they are planning to open a little early that day. So if you still want to get that beer after the race, go enjoy a drink, please make sure you check them out. And also, every racer will have in their race bag, when you pick it up on Packet Pickup, a coupon from Tilly's Tavern in downtown Eustis. They have a new expanded location, and there'll be a coupon there that gets you, I think, a free appetizer when you buy an entree, and that will be in there and can be used for the next week after the race. So you can go in right after the race and get lunch, or you can come back with your friends and family and do that. We are so excited. We are getting ready for Amazing Race for Charity. I can't believe that it has been literally since 2014 that we put the first one of these things on, and I have to tell you, I'm just super excited for this day this year. I know it's going to be hot, I know it's going to be fun, and I know we're all ready to get back together and raise money for a lot of great charity causes. So I am so excited to see you there. Bye.